What's up, everybody? So the new Armored Core gameplay demo dropped yesterday, and today I'll be giving you my first impressions. And that will be coming from the standpoint of someone who has played all the Souls games but has never touched an Armored Core game before. And I do believe a lot of you guys are in the same boat. From Software completely blew up in popularity since they last released an Armored Core game, so I'm sure a lot of the new fans of From Software are very interested to see what this game has to offer. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications. That way you never miss another video. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. First, let's talk about the similarities between the Souls games and this new entry in the Armored Core series. Even though the combat is mostly focused on long-range encounters, you can see that it is very methodical. You need to manage your resource, which instead of being a stamina bar is now your boosters, and then you need to anticipate what the enemy is about to do and find openings in their attack patterns. This is very much a huge selling point of Soulslikes in general, is that it's not a button mashing game. You need to be strategic in the way you approach combat. Another huge similarity will be level designs. It seems like there will be the intricate level design that we are used to with From Software, where you'll have multiple approach to get to your destination. Especially in this game, there's going to be a lot of verticality. On a side note, it looks like the levels are completely massive, and I'm sure that there will be tons of Easter eggs and hidden secrets scattered around the level. Now, when it comes to the actual gameplay, I think this is going to be fantastic. I'm super excited for it, and the reason why is because I like mech games, but I've only played the slow ones. So I've played Titanfall 2, and even though I thoroughly enjoyed it, there wasn't that much strategic elements into it. You are a very slow mech. You might be able to hover depending on your mech, but you are still extremely slow. This is the complete opposite of Titanfall 2. It is extremely fast paced and the movement is very fluid. So I'm beyond hype for this game. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about is the music, because I compose electronic music myself. My synthesizer of choice is the Roland FA08, and it's really interesting to hear From Software making electronic music, because for the last decade I've been playing all their games and I'm used to these high impact orchestral with choirs and violins, and this is way different. So I'm just going to play a segment where the player was customizing their AC and the synth sounds in the background are out of this world. And the background music that's playing as the player is fighting enemies is just as good. I really can't wait to hear the full soundtrack. Now, there's a lot of other similarities between this game and the Souls genre, is that there isn't that many enemies across the map. It's not like a God of War game where you're fighting like 10 enemies at once, or in Titanfall where you're literally fighting 30. I think the enemy placement is really good because you're not just fighting waves and waves of dumb monsters or enemies. You're actually fighting smart opponents that you need to think ahead of time before you fight them. You need to have a strategy. So this is very reminiscent of the Dark Souls series, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, etc. So obviously mech customization will be a massive part of this game and is part of the core identity of what an Armored Core game is, and is one of the best selling points. It seems at first glance that they may have made it a little bit more simplified this time. There are less slots, but there might be a layer of complexity that we are not able to see just from this demo footage. Now, one of the best features of From Software's Souls games is the amount of customization options, the amount of builds that are available. You can approach a situation with so many different avenues. and I think it will be even more present in this game. So customization is something I'm really looking forward to try to experiment and try to find the best build to tackle every situation. Now, where there is the biggest similarity is in the boss fights. When we look at the footage with the one boss fight that we have, you can see that you need to calculate your moves, because if you do a single mistake, you are most likely going to get literally obliterated. You need to calculate the boss's movements and find an opening between their attacks, which is exactly how a Souls game plays out. So overall, I'm extremely hyped for this game. I'm kind of glad that From Software decided to reboot one of their old franchise, because although I love Elden Ring, I love Dark Souls, it's good to see them do something different. And then when they make another Souls-like, I assume after this one, it's going to feel fresh again and it's going to feel brand new. Hopefully it goes the route that the Spellbound leak is saying, that it will be more magic oriented, but that's just my preferred choice. Even if they do Dark Souls 4, Elden Ring 2, I will be super happy with it. But that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you think about this game in the comments section. Are you hyped for it? Are you a new Armored Core fan? Or are you a returning fan from the franchise? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.